You are listening to Hilary Topper on Air.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hilary Topper, and you're listening to Hilary Topper on Air. Today, I'm excited to welcome Theresa Clarke, the founder of Turtle Gloves, a brand known for its incredibly warm and innovative gloves. These gloves are something really special. They combine warmth, comfort, and functionality all in one. I can't wait to hear Teresa's story and learn all about the inspiration behind turtle gloves and what makes them so unique. Teresa, thank you for being here.
Hi, Hillary. Thank you. Thank you for helping us out here. This is a nice presentation. You do a fabulous job. We really appreciate you.
Thank you. So, can you start by telling us how Turtle Gloves got started and what inspired you to create this brand?
Well, as you know, necessity is the mother of invention. That's kind of how things normally happen. And I started doing a lot of sewing repair work after a job loss and some things going on. And so I was doing a lot of repairs, and I usually get on a, a mission, and then I come up with some idea. I'm like, oh, well, I should do that, or I should do this. And I was also starting to run. I'd never had run before. I never really thought I was a runner. And then I started running. And of course, as soon as it gets cold, you realize the challenge of keeping your hands comfortable and being able to take the gloves off. You have to find a pocket. What are you going to do with them, kind of thing. So that was what started that. The name Turtle Gloves was just a momentary thought. Showed a friend some of the patterns that I had put together, and she said, well, what do you call them? And I said, well, I don't know, turtle gloves, because I thought that a turtle can pop in and out of the shell depending on the weather, and that's what you do with the gloves basically. So a couple different models we have, and we have some patents on them, and it's been really fun to create and find something that people really can use and that people enjoy. So it's a happy product.
Absolutely. I absolutely love mine. Full disclosure, I've been using turtle gloves now. Oh my goodness, it's been years. I will not leave the house without them. So, um, tell me, what was the initial reaction besides mine, when you first introduced turtle gloves to the market? And did you expect the success you've had so far?
I really did not expect it. I never imagined I'd be doing some of the things that I'm doing now as things are growing and expanding and kind of exceeding our capabilities, and or our I guess I should say our space, let's put it that way. So um everyone is really excited when they first see them, and there's a couple different designs, and it depends on your activities and your exposure to cold weather and so forth. But we do get a lot of really good feedback. We also like to use the feedback questions. If somebody says, hey, can you do this? Or can you do this? Or maybe this feature would be a little bit better. And we try to take all of those things in, and we're constantly making improvements and changing things. We're getting better machinery. We're coming up with better techniques and so forth. And it's definitely a growing thing. It is a turtle, so it's kind of slow grow, but we're enjoying the ride.
Slow but steady
That's
wins
right.
the
That
race,
wins the
right?
race. Exactly.
So they turtle gloves really are unique. Um, can you walk us through the design and functionality that make them stand out and seem so different than any other glove out on the market that for specifically runners?
Yeah, specifically running, and that is our main focus. Um, for for some, it seems like it's a little complicated, although it's actually very simple. So probably one of the biggest differences between any other flip over type mitten. This is specifically the running mittens that we have. They're called turtle flip mittens, and usually when you see people with their flip over mittens, they've got this floppy mitten piece or there's Velcro or buttons or magnets, things like that. And it's kind of annoying having all that extra fabric. Well, the thing with the turtle gloves is that when you flip it over, it's still a low profile design. There's no floppy piece. It's completely flat. This is one of our heavy weights. This is windproof, water repellent. They're all Polartec fabrics, which are fabulous. And these are still all American made. And so normally if you want your fingers, you can fold it back, which is simple. When you need a little more wind protection, you can keep them long. And then when you want to turn it into a mitten, you just grab this little elastic here, flip it over and pop in, you got a mitten. So this is really easy to use on the run, and you can open up and just vent. You can slide it to your wrist if you need. You can also add liner gloves. So, and then we also have different weights, lightweight, midweight, heavyweight. We have different waterproof fabrics as well. We've got another type glove that also has your space for heat packs. And this one is a fingerless design. This one's called Water Repel. It's perfect for making layers, as well as you can layer this. So they're all made, you can slide to your wrist. And then this heavy one doesn't quite slide all the way up your arm, but the lightweight and midweight gloves do slide up your arm and make a sleeve. So when you just keep changing it, and then when you go back into the wind, you can make a mitten again and just change with the conditions and pop in and pop out just like a turtle.
Yeah, it's absolutely perfect for your location, Michigan, Wisconsin, the Great Lakes area, but also in Chicago, but also New York, Vermont. I mean, we get cold over here.
We know
So
cold, right?
we do know cold.
And we are the mitten, right? So
So you said, you cater to mostly runners, but it does cater also to active lifestyles, like, anybody, I guess, who enjoys the outdoors. I mean, wouldn't this be great for like hiking and that type of activity as well?
absolutely. And we do have a lot of hiking for the midweights and heavyweights are the most popular for hiking. The lightweights a little more leaning towards the higher aerobic activities so that they are a little bit lighter weight. But yeah, they're perfect for hiking, fishing, hunting, any outdoor sport, snowboarding, skiing, and so forth. So basically anybody who goes outside can
Yeah.
use turtle gloves. I keep a pair in my car, and it's hard to live without them now. So now
I
in
think,
addition, I
yeah.
don't know if you've seen the hoodies that we make that have the mittens built into them, which are
No.
also part of the original patent. Plus we have watch openings and a lot of the fitness jackets and so forth too. So it's kind of crazy what you can do with these things, and it's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. So tell us, is there any other products that you make in the Turtle Gloves line?
Actually, yes. There are a lot more products than even what's on the website. We do custom building, we export items. We have a lot of different talent in our group for specialty designs or for creating new ideas and so forth too. So we have special ponytail hats that are actually patent pending right now because of the way that we put them together. And we make lots of different style hats, beanies, bucket hats, a lot of things like I mentioned are maybe not even be on the website, but sometimes they are. And actually this vest was part of a project that we started for a company, and we do full jackets, hoodies, snow pants, anything that's made with that warm material. It seems to be mostly what we do, although we also do some summer materials and lightweight fabrics as well. We try to keep everything American made as much as we can, and you can make wonderful products with wonderful materials. So that's
I
what.
love that. So talk to me about one of the biggest challenges you faced as an entrepreneur in the apparel and accessory industry. And I know there are a lot because I've probably faced them all.
Right, yes, yeah. There are so many similarities in trying to keep something going like this. Our biggest challenge is people. Like we always need people, and as we expand, we need more people, and everyone has their own special talents and needs. We need help everywhere with sales, with manufacturing, and there are just so many different opportunities, and we're trying to help our region as well to employ people and find folks that have that creativity and that drive to make excellent products. So that's really our goal in our products, but we also like to give back and help it where we can. We partner with Mittens for Detroit. It's a wonderful organization, and we help keep homeless people warm in the winter, which
Love
is
that.
a really big problem. And so and there's many other charity type things we get involved in as well, like most folks do. And it's a wonderful community and just a great place to live. And we can keep you warm, so don't fear the cold.
All right. So, talk to me about how you stay ahead of the trends and consumer preferences in your niche. Is it mostly consumer feedback that's shaping new products? I mean, how does that work?
I would say yes. We pay really close attention to the customers' requests. We really feel very strongly about having good customer service, feedback, cooperation. We do try to keep everybody happy, and sometimes that might be difficult, but we make every possible effort that we can. We have sampled out a few products where we will have a team that will go out and do some testing and so forth, and then they'll come back from that with different types of feedback, whether it's about just the function, the fabrics, something different that they might like to see. And then we take that back and we'll keep on working that in the background while we're doing everything else to try to keep those next products coming out to be just as good as what we have now. So we definitely do look forward and our ideas, manufacturing, and the needs of the customers. And we're always open to any suggestions. And we're, as far as the market goes, I mean, we're small, so we're always in the growth mode, I would say. But because of the uniqueness of the product, it is well received by people like almost immediately. We have many types of feedback coming in from, oh, well, I have these gloves or I had those gloves, and there were just something not right with each one of those. And then they found our products and they use them. We've been accused of making them too good because they don't wear out very fast. So it was a gentleman who said, well, do have some negative feedback for you, and that's it. He says, they're too good because you're not going to sell them every year. And that's fine. That is fine with us. We're going to.
How about losing one pair?
That is a challenge. Yes, we get that quite often, as you know. And we do have what we call loan turtle program. People will just take the contact us page and say, hey, I lost a mitten. Can you help me? And we'll often ask for a photo of it so that we can see which product they have and possibly which hand it is. And I did not mention that yet, but Hillary, you know that you can wear these gloves on either hand. They're completely interchangeable. Some people will wear them like this so that the lifting portion is here, or you can put it on the other hand and it goes from the palm. Especially with this heavy one, it's so thick when you open it up. This
Yeah.
little one piece, it lays flat. That's just a natural feature of these mittens that just
Mhm.
naturally lays flat. And if it was on this side and you don't like it, you just switch hands basically. So this is a little bit of a side note there, but we will usually try to find a mate for the glove. We can make other suggestions. We can give them a discount. If they do, a lot of people just buy another pair and use the one they have left over as another spare. But so we try to take care of everybody's challenges. We're always willing to help out. So
That's awesome. Looking ahead, what's next for Turtle Gloves?
oh
And
gosh, that's a good question. Well, we are in the people stage at the moment, trying to get more people. and we're running out of the space that we are in, and it's becoming challenging to keep the speed at which we want to grow when we don't have just the basics right. So we have some wonderful people that we work with, and it's a great environment for anybody personally. They can manage their doctor appointments, flexible scheduling, and so forth. There's a pretty strict hours that the factory is open. But if you need time for appointments, or you have to, work a morning or an afternoon instead, it's really flexible, very, very friendly environment, and we really appreciate everybody that we're involved with. It's
It's
really
all in Michigan?
still in Michigan. Yes, we're in the Detroit metro area, and it's a great arrangement. There's great people, and it's just trying to get that up to the next step.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful there. It really is. It's a beautiful state. So tell people how they could purchase a pair of turtle gloves, or two or three or four. I mean, there's just what I like is that you have different styles for different seasons, and they make so much sense to me to have a few pair, one for the fall, one for the spring, one for the winter. I mean, you're not going to wear the lighter ones in the spring for the winter, so yeah.
Well, often you do. A lot of people might, when they're first trying the product, they'll go to the
Yeah.
website to turtlegloves.com and pick a weight. And so a lot of times I just suggest going to the midweight in the middle, and then you can kind of get familiar with the product, see how you like it, and then maybe move on to a lightweight or a heavyweight, depending on your activities that you enjoy. They're also great for indoor use. Maybe if you work in a cold environment, like warehousing, so forth, where you just need that little extra protection for your fingers. They can be worn around the house all day. They're also great for quick dusting. If you need to dust something off, you can use your gloves. Um, so the website is usually the first point of contact for people. We do a lot of different events, a lot of running events. We'll do small events as well as travel to larger events too. So, and because when you're running, especially doing the marathons and so forth, you travel a lot. So people get around, and then they find the product, and then they tell a friend. And so that's kind of fun. It is just a very grassroots growth, I would say. We have a few stores here and there that carry our products, and we're also trying to expand that wholesale business, of course, also. And then we do custom building for other companies. Somebody needs help designing something. We did help another entrepreneur design something and helped getting them started in building. So it's kind of fun too, to help other people. We're pretty serious about, what we can do to help someone else's life.
Provide us with the website again.
Yes, it's turtlegloves.com.
Terrific. All right. Well, thank you so much, Theresa, for joining us today and sharing about the inspiration and innovation behind turtle gloves. And thank you, our listeners, for tuning in to Hilary Topper on Air. If you're looking for gloves to keep you warm in the coldest conditions, be sure to check out turtlegloves.com. You won't be disappointed. I'm not.
That's
Until
sweet,
next
Hilary.
time.
Great job, Hilary. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for listening. Appreciate it. Take care now.